How
Yeah.
did you get into the automotive industry? So you said that you were at Costco or wherever
So
the company is.
I was retired. I was vice president for Aurora Foods. I had retired from that venture, and my wife got tired of seeing me at home. She said, "You got to get out of the house. I'll kill you." So I said, "Okay." So I went into town and I bought a detailing shop. We had 3 employees, and we grew the business. And then what happened was, and I didn't detail, I just grew the business, right? Remember, one thing you're going to learn is you got to spend less time working in your business
Mhm.
and more time working on your business. Okay. So I was working on the business while they were working in the business. And then a lady came in and she had 2 classic cars and said, "Hey, could you coat these?" And I didn't know what that was. So I went online, I searched coatings, and I found G Technique. And they love when I tell this story because they told me to go take a long walk off a short bridge. And because they said I didn't have experience, I didn't know anything. They know I was never going to be able to be a G Technique installer, and I said, "No problem." So what they did is they lit a fire into me because what I did was build companies and sold them. So then I went looking for a coating company online, and I found this coating company in Malaysia called IGL, and I called them up and I spoke to Kyong, the owner, and I said, "Hey, I'm in Canada. I'd love to know more about your product." He talked to me for a good hour, hour and a half. Fantastic guy, amazing guy. And I said, "Okay, I'd like to buy your product." He says, "I don't have a Canadian distributor." I said, "But that's okay. I'll just give you my credit card and send me what I need to do the jobs, and I'll try it out." So he did that, and we did the cars for the lady. She came back, picked up her car. She says, "I have 18 more to do." So now I'm on the phone calling Kyung again. I said, I need more product. I don't have a Canadian. We went through the whole scenario. And I said, "What's it going to take to be a Canadian distributor?" He says, "Well, you got to guarantee you buy X amount a year to get the country. And, you have to have distribution." I said, "Well, I've done 27, 32 years of distribution of food. I understand the distribution game. This is just a different product." So I said, "I can do that." He said, "Okay, well, you'll have to spend X amount to get the distribution." So I said, "Okay." So 4 days later, he calls me. He says, "Mr. LaPalme," he says, "Well, I got a registered mail from you." I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's the amount of money that you said it would take me to buy Canada." He says, "Oh, you were serious?" I said, "Well, yeah." He says, "Well, what do you want?" I said, "I don't know what you sell." I said, "Send me whatever that amount of money buys me to be your distributor." So he cashed his
Wow,
money.